You can't keep a world-changing idea to yourself. People began to take notice, and by take notice, I mean copying everything that Britain was doing. Today, we review the spread of the Industrial Revolution. So the Brits have a good thing going, but this idea isn't going to stay British forever. But the way the Industrial Revolution spreads is not the way I thought it would spread. I thought it would be some like industrial spy games things where people sneak into Britain, find out what's going on, and then report back to their country. But it's actually just the opposite. There's British industrialists who grew up in Britain working in factories who then just moved to other countries and did that stuff there. I made a map. America was first up, with the British industrialist Samuel Slater, aka Slater the Trader, moving to Rhode Island and setting up his factory in 1793. Belgium was second, with British industrialist John Cockerell moving there in 1807. And at this point, the steam was out of the steam engine. And you can see on the map that it continued to spread into Europe and later on into Asia. So there's three ways to industrialize. One, be like Great Britain, which we saw yesterday. Two, just copy Great Britain, like America, Belgium, Germany. Or three, your government can make you copy Britain and force industrialization from above. And you can see that here on the map as well. Anything beyond the spots around Britain were instances of government implementing reforms to modernize and industrialize. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. The Ottomans had the Tanzimat reforms, the Chinese had the self-strengthening movement, and Japan had the Meiji Restoration. We'll cover these attempts later on in this unit and then again in Unit 6. But before we go, we need to mention one more thing about the spread of the Industrial Revolution. Since the West, Great Britain, United States, Germany, are taking a greater share of the global economy, someone has to be losing that share. Back to the map. Check the lower part of the map. The big losers here will be those places that used to produce the textiles, ships, and ironworks. That means Egypt, India, and Southeast Asia. All those places we praised in Units 1 and 2 will fall behind the West because of the industrial production powers the West now has. All of this plays a role in Unit 6, as the newly industrialized West will go to these places to get direct access to their markets and their raw materials. All right. Enough about the spread of these factories. But these factories don't make themselves. You need to build them around new machines and new technology. I'll see you tomorrow.